So it's me back again, and this time I've got a little bit of a video for you on the Obey 70. The last video we did on the Obey 70 kind of got a little bit of a negative response because of the camera moving, and I found people didn't understand it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and do it properly. So this is your lighting desk. This is the overview of the Obey 70. So Strobe desks tend to work the same on the 10, the 40 or the 70. The Obey 10, 40 or 70. You've got your main fader bank, which is from here right the way through. You've also got preset A and preset B buttons. So this is now preset A, and when I press that button, you see the light changes. It's now preset B. Now, I'm going to take back to preset A for a second, because that's where my channels are sitting. Currently I've got 4 sets of channels selected, but really I don't need number 5, so I can turn that one off. Each set of channels runs in a bank of 32. But there's only 14 faders, you say. Ah. The other 4 channels are on this joystick here. So that joystick controls the pan and the tilt, but on some of my fixtures it also controls dimmers for colours because I haven't bothered repatching it. These 2 sliders sitting over here. This one is your speed time. This relates only to your chases bank. We'll come on to the banks of scenes and chases in a minute. But this relates to your speed time, and your fade time relates to your chase bank only. These do not relate to the scenes. Occasionally people will get confused and say, oh, you just adjust the fade time and your scene fades in. No, that's not how this desk works, sadly. I have tried for many years now, roughly 2, to try and get this desk to fade scenes, and I can't. If you know a way to make scenes fade that does not involve these 6 chase buttons, please comment below, because I have no idea myself. Also, if you think any of this video is wrong, please do feel free to correct me. Send me a message and let me know. Right, so your speed and fade time. It's the speed of your chase and the fades between the steps. Each step takes up 1 scene. So, let's move on to your scenes and chases banks. You have 8 scenes per bank, and you have 30 banks included in this version of the desk. Each scene can hold up to 12 fixtures in it, or more depending on how you have your buttons programmed, because these, I take this tape away, this is your fixtures. Take that tape away as well, because that's from my last show. So your fixtures select what lights you have, or what banks of lights you have. Some people are known to actually take one button and then program a load of fixtures onto that button. And they can do that by just setting their address from 1 to 32 in that bank. So the first bank goes from 1, bank 2 goes from 33, bank 3 goes from 65, and so on and so forth. I've known at a college in particular, when we've done this, for us to program all our generics on the first 4 buttons, and then any intelligence from 8 to 9 and throughout. This tends to help us, especially for programming moving chases and dimmers separately. If we're programming them together, we do have to jump banks, and it is a bit of a faff, but you get there in the end. So now looking at the scenes and chases buttons. The chases, you can have up to 99 steps in. It does depend, however, on how you set your chase. I tend to, as a rule of thumb, only put 10 steps in, maximum. And this allows for me to have free availability throughout the desk to put different scenes and different chases. Each bank of scenes, it does help if you program your chases in sequence. So for example, if button number 1 is a blue out, number 2 is a black out, and then 3 is the start of your chase, it's a lot easier than going 1, 2, and then jumping to bank number 30 and having your chases stored there. This doesn't really help if that is the case. So, it's always good if you've got a blue out and black out to then go on your chase from there to say there, and then stop it on your 5th step and then hit 6 for your next scene. This may look like the long way around to do it. It's not. This is probably the easier way to program the desk. The chases will then, when you program a chase, you have to put it into program mode. That comes on this panel here. We'll go through all the programming in a minute, but I'm just going to give you a general overview for now. Over here, I missed these out before, I apologise, are your fog and your strobe buttons. Fog runs on your 5-pin DIN on the back of here, which will run to where your fog remote socket is on your fog machine, whether that be a Strobe Hurricane 1100 or an American DJ Fog Fury, whatever it is, it'll run to there. Then you have your strobe button, which you'll see on your screen there is illuminating red. That runs on a 1/4-inch jack. This then allows you to set a strobe separate to your DMX channels, maximising the amount of space you have on your desk. Note, the strobe button also cannot be programmed into scenes as well as fog. Please don't attempt to program these, because you will not be able to put them in. So, we're going to go to programming a scene. For this, we need to look at our advanced panel. Our advanced panel goes like this. This is your Midi Record button. This allows you to switch from the main channel screen to the MIDI channel screen. So if you're firing this via QLab, you can. You just set your MIDI channels up, but that's really complicated, so I'm not going into that in this video. So, you've then got your blackout button, which lights up blue. This will come on as soon as your desk is switched on. The amount of people I have seen going, pressing the fixture button and going, "It's not working," that blue light is still on. That is because they've not turned it off. This is just to protect your rig, so if, for example, if you've got 12 generic par cans up, and you've got all your faders up like this, as soon as the desk switches on, boom, you can blow out a load of bulbs, and it's a lot easier just to have them down or on blackouts. And when you switch it on, you can just make sure all your faders are down and you're not going to blow any bulbs. So on the start of the desk, turn the blackout off and select your fixtures. The fixtures are already selected for us, because I've just been using this desk to do another video. So then on this, dimmer's on channel 4. My chase for this fixture is on 1, 2 and 3, so I don't want to use my chases for now. But I want to go and fade up a red. So I'm just going to turn the camera so you can all see. Yeah, so that's my red. On channel 5, I want to fade up a white next. So I can. That's how to run the desk manually. To program it as a scene, we need to use this button here. This is our program button. These are all we're going to concentrate on for now, and it'll come clear as to why later. Press and hold the button to go into program mode, and you'll see the display change to program scenes. Then, all you have to do is make sure your faders are up, and then output onto the lights exactly what you want. So for example, I may want a nice blue with a little hint of white, just to show it's a nighttime ultraviolet style scene. I then press this button here. This is your Midi Record button. Midi Add, it's named as here. So you'll press Add, and for example, say I've got a black and black out there. I want this to be like a night scene. I would hit 3. All the buttons you've seen just flash. That means that my scene is recorded, and then I can black that out. And when I press 3, it comes back up. Now, say I wanted to record a couple more scenes and then put them into a chase. Right? I would do the same process. So then I've now got 3, 4, 5. I can now program these into a chase. So, staying in the program mode, I'm going to select chase button number 1. Then I'm going to press the light chase scene that I want. I'm then going to press Midi Record and all the lights are going to flash. Same again for my other 2. This means that is saved now in chase 1. Press and hold program, blackout comes on. This means you've switched back to manual mode. You then need to take blackout off and you'll see scene 5 still plays. So you press scene 5 to take it out. Then go to chase number 1, bring up your first scene in that chase. Now this button is your automatic button. This is only available in manual mode. It also works as delete mode in program mode. Delete button. So, to press that activates these 2 faders. So as you will see, that chase is now fading quite nicely. So, now we've done that. That is your basics on the OB. There's only one little function that I haven't shown you. To take it out of a chase, you need to do exactly what I've just done, which I'll just show you now. So, you need to just reverse the process. So press your automatic button, then press button number 1. I'm going to try something here for 2 seconds. No. I thought I could cycle through those scenes there, but obviously not without doing it manually. So, once you've taken it out of automatic mode, just press the chase button, it brings you back into scenes mode. Now, the one function I've not shown you is these 2 buttons here. These 2 mystery buttons and that one. So, these 2 mysterious buttons here are your bank up and your bank down buttons. This allows you to take up to the next bank. So I'm in bank 1 at the moment, so if I press that twice, I'm now in bank 3. This is my 3rd bank of scenes stored into the desk. If I want to go back to a bank, press this button here, which is your bank down. It takes you back to the bank you were in before. So, once you've done that, you've only got your bank copy left. So all you have to do with this function, press that button there, brings you into a music mode. So, in manual, this brings you to music, so when you clap your hands, for example, it changes colour. It goes through its scenes. Once you've done that, take it out and bring it back to a scene which you wish to use. Now, the other function is in program mode. Is bank copy. So as soon as you press that has now copied the whole of bank 1. I can now go bank up to bank 8, press the button again, and that's put my scenes into bank 8. If I press number 3, it'll come up with the same scene. I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial. It is just a little one for me to show you kind of what Desk does, and I hope it's a bit better than the other one that we did a little while back. Comment, rate, subscribe guys. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy.